Monica thought she finally got her childhood dollhouse back. The cutest little Victorian dollhouse she remembered from when she was a kid. Everything about it was perfect, clean, and organized, exactly the way Monica likes it. But what Monica had absolutely no idea about was that Phoebe was about to turn that innocent dollhouse into something completely unhinged. A haunted, radioactive, dinosaur-filled nightmare mansion. Ghosts, giant dogs, ancient burial grounds, and imagination levels that made zero sense but somehow made everything funnier. And by the end of it, the entire house literally catches fire. Yeah, this wasn't just a normal funny Friends episode. This was complete chaos. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about one of the funniest and most underrated episodes of Friends ever. An episode that starts off with something cute and innocent, a tiny dollhouse, and slowly spirals into absolute madness. And honestly, Phoebe completely steals the entire episode. So make sure you watch till the end because the fire scene at the end is absolutely legendary. The episode starts with Monica and Ross getting a phone call from their dad. They find out that their Aunt Sylvia has passed away. Now normally, this would be a really emotional moment, but here the vibe is kind of different. Ross is confused and says, "Wait, isn't death supposed to be sad?" Because honestly, nobody is acting that emotional. And Monica immediately says she was a cruel, cranky old woman. And right after saying that, she instantly switches tone and asks, "Did Dad say I get the dollhouse?" That switch from grief to excitement is insane. And the moment Monica finds out she actually gets the dollhouse, her inner child completely wakes up. Because this wasn't just any dollhouse, this was the same one she loved as a kid but was never really allowed to play with. Then Monica proudly shows the dollhouse to Phoebe. And honestly, it looks beautiful. Tiny furniture, perfect Victorian design, everything neatly placed. Classic Monica perfection. Then Phoebe suddenly gets emotional and says, "When I was a kid, I had a barrel." And there is just silence. Monica is like, "You had a barrel as a dollhouse?" And Phoebe calmly replies, "No, just a barrel." Phoebe's childhood stories are always somehow both sad and hilarious at the same time. Monica actually feels bad for her, so she decides to let Phoebe play with the dollhouse. And that is where the biggest mistake happens. Phoebe starts using her imagination inside the dollhouse and immediately things go off the rails. First, she adds a giant dog. Monica panics and says that dog can pee on the roof. And Phoebe calmly responds, "Maybe it's so big because the house was built on radioactive waste." At this point, the dollhouse is no longer a dollhouse. It has become a full horror universe. Then Phoebe adds a ghost in the attic. Monica says, "I don't want a ghost." And Phoebe replies, "Well, nobody wants a ghost." Then she adds that the house is sitting on an ancient burial ground. Monica is completely losing it because for her this is supposed to be a perfect classy dollhouse, but for Phoebe it is a haunted cinematic universe. Eventually Monica completely explodes and says no dinosaurs, no ghosts, no giant dogs, they are not the right size. Classic Monica, everything has to be perfect and controlled. And Phoebe dramatically responds, "Come dinosaur, we are not welcome in the house of no imagination." Then Phoebe decides to create her own dream dollhouse, and honestly it sounds amazing. Instead of stairs there is a slide, there is a licorice room where you can eat the furniture, a Tootsie Roll bed, and then the most insane part, an aroma room. Even Joey and Chandler are impressed, and Monica is secretly jealous because Phoebe's version somehow feels more fun than perfection. And then we reach the most iconic moment. Monica is proudly showing her china cabinet, everything seems normal, and suddenly someone screams there's a fire. The entire dollhouse catches fire.